Hey everybody, Dungeoneer here. Today we'll be continuing our adventures in Phantom Abyss. We're going to be trying to cleanse our lightning whip and going all the way through the Inferno and claiming hopefully a new relic this time. Now if you've watched our previous videos, we've gotten 2 duplicates at this point. Hopefully we can swap up that bad luck and claim a new relic this time and along the way cleanse this whip. Currently, this one has a Bane of Long Falls, and crushing effects are lethal. So, if we take any fall damage or get crushed by a wall or um, anything of that nature, then unfortunately, that is just going to be the end of our runs. This is going to be a pretty difficult feat to accomplish here, especially if you've seen my previous videos. Just any simple mistake can really cost you when it comes to cleansing this whip. Let's go ahead and get started. If you've watched these already, you're very familiar, but we have 3 levels to complete on each floor. There are 3 floors. We have the green, the blue, and the red. So we'll go ahead and get started here. We'll let all our other 7 phantoms get up in front of us, because if we collect their essence, we can get more hearts for ourselves, and that will help us out in the long run. And yep, there's one right there. So if we go claim that essence, we can get us another heart. And we'll just keep collecting as we go. Just hope for the best. And the speed of this whip is definitely something to get used to. It would be very, very useful if I could get it cleansed. So hopefully this will be the run. I'm just waiting for this one that I can't see to shoot, but it looks like it's being blocked by that pillar. So, and this one won't do damage. There we go. So we got our first essence. I believe the other one died later on. Yep. Okay. So whenever someone dies to a trap, that trap turns blue, as you can see there, and it will not do damage. So we'll just go ahead and grab their essence. And somebody hit that one and took some damage, so that's why it's not there. Making our journey through that nice and easy. We'll go ahead and grab the money. They've already opened it up. Being very mindful not to take any fall damage here, because that will be the immediate death of us, no matter how many hearts we have. And I'm just coming off of using the ice whip when my feet were ice, so I'm trying to get used to not sliding around, and I don't have to compensate for that anymore, so that's very handy. Just can't believe I've gotten that used to it. That's okay. Not a bad thing, but we won't have to deal with that anymore. If you've watched our previous video, you'll know that I've cleared the ice whip. So, no longer have to deal with that. Just gonna keep crouched under that, keep from taking any damage. Just trying to have a nice, easy run of it so far. Perfect. Alright, we can claim our first blessing here, costing 150. And again with the Banishing Whip. I don't even remember who our guardian is this time, but we'll go ahead and take a look. It is the Rage, something Rage. I was going to demonstrate here that one of these other 4 phantoms is going to end up taking this relic right here from the green zone, but we're going all the way to red, so that won't really affect us. Devouring Rage. Okay, I knew it was something Rage. He is going to be chasing us. When he spawns, he's just going to chase us through the entire level. And so that Banishing Whip will come in handy. Keep him off of our backs. If he gets close, we're in some tight corridors and we have no choice but to banish him to keep from getting hit. And speak of him, he is already on the way. And there he is. He will constantly chase us through the entirety. So we will have to be mindful of that. Kind of puts a little bit of a time crunch on us. Nothing we can't handle. Oh wow, I didn't expect it to happen here. We're actually going to have to whip him already if we can't get some distance. Yep, he is going to block our path, so we'll go ahead and do that. And do not try to walk through him when he is fading away, because as I learned in one of our previous videos, that will still do damage to us. Just a fun fact for you there. We're gonna check up here for the door. No door, so that means it's down below. We're gonna grab all these chests before we head down to grab the door. Probably by the time I grab all these, our enraged friend will be joining us again. Yep, that was pretty close. And as you can see, he's not that happy. We're just gonna go to this corner before we head down. That way we have as much space as possible to work with. And I'm gonna save that other banish just in case I need some more time later. And being mindful not to take the fall damage. This will be the perfect room to get him to come into. That way I can leave. And then that'll give me time. So as you can see, he's still pretty slow for right now. I'm just trying to kite him around so I can have time to make decisions, grab money. This is an awful room. Not one of my favorites, that's for sure. But there's a lot of gold to be had in this room usually. And when I say awful, don't get me wrong, I love the design, but just a lot of moving pieces running around, and you have to be very mindful of what you're doing, especially with the devouring rage being here. We're just gonna move to the other side of the room again. That way we have time on the other side. Looking for the way up. I thought it went higher from here, but I guess this is the top, and I need to go downward actually. Just gonna decelerate a little bit. Okay. Okay, and there's the exit. Just had to hunt it down. Perfect. Go ahead and buy another blessing. Double jump, that's exactly what I was hoping for. I can negate fall damage if I'm quick enough. Hopefully I will remember to do that, because in one of my other videos I believe I had either double jump or wings and thought I wasn't going to take some damage, and then I ended up doing so. So hopefully I can be mindful of that as we continue forward. I'm gonna let these other phantoms go forward. I guess this one's just gonna slowly creep forward instead of running. That's okay, you can take this game as slow a pace as you want, unless you have the devouring rage like I do. I'm not quite sure how it works with the other phantoms, if they have to deal with the same one that I deal with, or if they get a different guardian. Oh, and there goes somebody. We'll have to go hunt down where they lost at, and we'll have to make sure we grab that essence. Oh, I found it. Can I pick this up, please? Oh, and now I know why they took damage. I just did the same thing. I just didn't really see that one on the right. Luckily, the one that he got hit by doesn't do damage to other players anymore. Oh, and here's the other person that died. Perfect. So if we get one more, we'll get another heart to make up for the one that I have lost. Because I will take as many as I can get for our journey, especially for clearing a whip. Having to deal with the Bane my knowledge, this room doesn't have anything in it, so I'm not sure. But hey, if you've seen somebody else play this game and you know that in fact there is something that room does, let me know that in the comments section. And this is a wonderful room for someone that can immediately die from taking fall damage. Oh, and there's our third one that I was just talking about. It sounds like our raging friend here is right there. Yep. We'll just go ahead and do that. I have to double jump. I wonder if I can get that. No point in risking it though, and I can just go to the side there. I say that as a spike comes and shoots at me. And he is back headed our direction. We'll go ahead and do this and hope the door opens. Perfect. And with that, we'll go ahead and buy another blessing. This is a difficult choice. I think I'm going to keep my banishes, since soul armor and banish use the same bar, so you can only use both of them in total twice. So I could use one once or one twice, but unfortunately I don't get 2 uses of each. So I'm going to go ahead and choose whip again, just because in the event that I use a whip mistakenly or very quickly and I need to use it again, at least I have that opportunity, because there are some situations where that comes in handy. And now we'll go ahead and head down further into the caverns, or the blue zone. The blue area, blue zone. I probably use all these terms interchangeably. But we have 3 levels to do here. And then we'll have the opportunity to go to the red zone. And we have no phantoms joining us, so they all chose to go to the green, unless they had all perished in that last room we were in. I can't recall if there were any left or not. Give me that first try. I believe in one of my other videos it took me at least 3 tries, but that's okay. No reason not to take your time. Especially when there's literally no rage following me right now. And making sure we're not taking the fall damage. That's just a drop pit right there. You step on it, it immediately drops a hole for you to fall into. That was close. But I would rather take them out before I walked in here, and that chest did not open. And I really don't want to go back for it. So we'll just pretend it was never there in the first place. The reason I'm kind of ignoring that is because I'm being chased by the rage, and I would very much like to not have to deal with that. And especially trying to quickly get up this, because I'm not making any ground in between myself and the rage. whenever I'm going vertical like that. Could take the detour here. Kind of tempted, but this one doesn't look that bad. Yep, that wasn't bad at all. Perfect. Got plenty of money here. And we're going to take the comb because I don't use crouch jump enough to make it worth it. And he is not going to be bothering us. We can take our time on this next level. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I could just run down the middle here. Yep, and I'm gonna go back and look at the gold or anything that could potentially be in there because like a death trap. I guess all these rooms are death traps, but that especially did not look fun. Wow, nice short floor. Okay. Of course, it's the one I bought calm where it's nice and short, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and continue forward. At least either way, because he wasn't angered by one floor that is a little bit slower, he will permanently be for the rest of my run. And that's why I was taking it slow there, because I figured there would be some spikes that would jump up in my face. Trying to stay mindful of all of those. And I could easily just hit one of the walls and go around, but sometimes it's nice to just take it slow. I just would like for this to rotate. Perfect. Ooh, this is a quick room. Alright, there we go. Okay. Dead end, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so we could choose to head down to the blue, but still have 4 hearts. Let us continue with our original goal of cleansing this whip and making it through the red zone, or the Inferno. Right, and we have 3 floors here, and then the treasure room, which is locked, will have 4 mini rooms to complete and light a fire at the end of them in order to unlock the treasure room. But first, gotta make it through these 3 red levels first. And it looks like I had enough money to buy a blessing, but I guess it's okay. I just really didn't notice. And I skipped the left and the right here just because of the traps that are always there that seem to want to damage me, and I don't want to deal with that. Now, this looks very simple, but I feel like there's something there. I think I could have just jumped up there as well. Yep. Haven't seen one of these floors in a while. Usually those are full of traps of some sort. Not this time. We'll pick that nice easy key. Now we have enough money to buy a blessing and open a shortcut door as well. That will come in handy. And we're gonna get lots of gold from this. Take as much gold as I can get, I guess. Especially if it's gonna offer it to me like that. Glad I didn't take fall damage there. I was really worried about it, and that would have made me very sad. We're doing really well at this point. And again, this big empty room for some reason. Maybe they plan to add some more of that in the future. Alright, let's go ahead and buy a blessing now. And wings, that's what you really hope for. Those will definitely come in handy. And they would have came in handy in my last run too. Would have saved me from taking some lava damage. But that's okay, that was kind of a mistake on my part. I could have just easily went around. So it'll be alright. This is our second level on the red zone. Got one more after this one. And I guess we'll go this way. That was a nice easy chest. Just have to do a jump or two, so no reason not to grab it. I usually don't worry about chests too often in the red zone, but we've gotten a lot of good freebies here, so just grabbing them for just in case. Yeah. I think it's wanting to tempt me into taking some fall damage, is what it is. And that's just a treasure room. We're not going to worry about that. See if we can skirt the edge of this here. That was the perfect way for that room to have been. It was nice and easy. And it looks like we may get a similar setup here. Perfect. Actually have enough to buy another blessing. I'll go ahead and take the soul armor just in case I need it. If I end up having to go through some hammers or something, I'll end up using that. But if not, I'll just save them for banishing the devouring rage. Alright, one more red level to go. One more before the treasure room, that is. And I'm really sad about that. I'll just make sure this time. And it's those easy mistakes like that that really can end a run. And these things are what can crush me and kill me. Alright, that was a very dangerous area. And luckily there's only one hammer there. Ugh, this is gross. Went ahead and used an invulnerability there just to play it safe, because the hammers are not my favorite trap. All right, perfect. Well, we made it through there with 3 hearts, and now we're in the final area here. Yep, we saved him from being at 5 meters per second because we got the calm. And now we have the 4 torches to light up. Let's see if we can do so. Alright, so we have one there, one here, and then a mirror on the other side. And that will open this door to the treasure. So, let us go ahead and get started. Always start with the one in the top left. Don't ask why. I couldn't say. Just, I like to finish it left to right, I guess, just like I read a book. That makes sense. We'll go with that. And these wings coming in handy. Just make sure we are not dealing with... Well, I've never seen that before. Oops. Alright. I'm not gonna mess with that. Sounds like there's a lot of dangerous stuff over there. Just kidding. Doesn't seem like it's up to me. And I hear walls moving, so I'm gonna have to be mindful of where that's happening, because if I get hit by one of these walls, I'm done for. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just not the fast walls, which I took a death from before. We'll let these traps reset. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. What I get for saying I don't want to go that way, huh? Alright. But we made it through it alright. And that's exactly what we're avoiding by having 100 money, 100 gold. I'm not dealing with those hammers. Yep, I saved myself from having to deal with that, and we got 1. 3 more. And I'm actually gonna break my pattern and go right here because the rage is all the way on the other side of the temple. So this will make him take some time to get over here. Gives me the opportunity to try to finish this without him here. And at the very least, it's going to buy me some time to not have to deal with him. We're going to make sure we walk through this. And the spikes. No reason to slide into spikes if we can help it. And again, we have the money, so we're just going to buy our way through. It's just like real life. If you got the money, you can take all the shortcuts you want. Okay, I like this one a little better. Whoop. Should probably be hitting those. I'm glad I didn't take that hit. Did not reserve. Make it through that unscathed. There we go. And we're gonna wait here a moment and let him catch up to us, and then we'll swap back to the left side. Here we go. I didn't realize he was that close, so that worked out. So we are halfway done. Now let's do the bottom 2. And we'll do the left side again so we can break up his movement, keep him from being so close to us. Okay, and we're not really worried about money anymore. We are just worried about finishing this up. I'm glad I went quick enough to avoid those. Made that nice and easy. No reason not to grab this money though, because it's in our path. And the wonderful room. And he's catching up to us, as you can tell with the music picking up. Alright, and he's right there. We'll go ahead and grab it now. That's 3. We have 1 more. Had to break up my usual pattern that you've seen in my other videos, but that was for our benefit, so we didn't have to deal with him being so close. So let's just make it through this final one now. Almost missed that last one. I may have made that look easy, but I really did almost miss one. Alright, I was really worried I hit that boulder at the very last minute there. I was going to be very upset because that would have been crushing damage and that would have been lethal for us. But we are a-okay, and we're going to go ahead and claim our prize. We're going to try not to do any jumping so we don't mistakenly take fall damage either. The only jumping we're going to be doing is to right here and to the other side. Yep. Just minimize all our jumping. Let's see if we get a duplicate this time. It looks like it's new, but I'm not quite sure what it is yet, so this will be interesting. And wow, we get a beautiful hammer. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and claim it. Looks to be made of some sort of emerald or jade. Very beautiful. So with that, we have sealed this temple and released the 7 phantoms. And now we'll get to see the closing of the temple and this beautiful screen here indicating that we have successfully claimed a red relic. Perfect. And now we'll finally get to go to the trophy room. It's been a while since I've been in here. I keep dying or receiving duplicates. So with that, our lightning whip is now blessed. We no longer have to deal with long falls and crushes being lethal. And we only get the boons there. And yep, we got 5 red keys and 3 green. And I gotta say, that was pretty intense, especially at the end there. I was really worried I was gonna get hit by that boulder, but we made it through it in one piece. So with that, thank you all for watching. Please consider liking the video, and if you really like our content, go ahead and subscribe. Yep, so we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.